Tasha May. Hey, boo.
Hey, Anomalies. And hello, Bina Jean.
Be back for that time. What's been going
on, Gary? What's going on?
Why we said the same thing?
Cause
what's been going on, Tosh?
What's
new? What's new?
Nothing. What you doing on the camera? Like, what we recording? What you doing?
I get an ink. Shut up. Ain't nobody gonna say this but the people that's looking at the YouTube. They used to people doing this on YouTube.
You know what? Y'all see what I got to deal with?
If you're new to our channel, thank you for being here. Please hit the subscribe button. Should be below. We appreciate it. Welcome.
Was that a shameless plug for the Anomalous Black Women?
No, I just think that we automatically assume that the people that are listening know who we are and know what the podcast is about. So if you're new here, my name is Bina. That is Tasha. We are the Anomalous Black Women of the Anomalous Black Women Podcast.
Of the Anomalous Black Women Podcast?
What? You.
Of the Anomalous.
We are best friends, as you can tell.
What is going on today? Oh my goodness.
Y'all, we have had the hardest time trying to record this podcast. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Wait, did you just self-bleep the bad word?
Yes.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Anyway, why do you keep interrupting me is my question. That's playing, sister.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
I mean, so if this is your first time joining us, season 3, we decided to sit under an umbrella term, and the term is courage. Courage. What the heck wrong with y'all? Just wanted to try something different. Really? Okay. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So today we are going to talk to you. I can't even do that. That don't even sound right. Anyway, all right. Today we talking about how courage brought us here. Huh?
Courage
brought us here. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about.
The quote of the day. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. Okay.
The quote of the day, the first quote of the day, is courage is the commitment to begin without any guarantee of success. And that's by John Wolfgang Van Goethe.
Really? All right. So courage brought us here. We know we tell y'all a lot. We're here in season 3, and Bina wanted to do a podcast, so she beat me up to the point of submission, and Huh?
You been talking to my husband?
No. It must be the truth. That's two. Nah. No. So we started a podcast, and we really didn't know what we're doing. We still don't know what we're doing. We just, out here having fun. Anyway, courage. Just the courage to say we about to put our faces out here. We have something to share. We have a lot of love to give. We enjoy creating safe spaces for our sister community and our brothers. It's just who we are, right? But it did take a lot of courage, you know, to know that I could be walking down the street tomorrow or go into the store tonight and somebody like, ain't you? I never wanted to be quote unquote famous. Like, that's never gonna go. But I feel like we have something to share, and it's taken a lot to get here, but definitely courage brought us here. And so it's the little things, the little things. What do you have to say about courage, Bina? I know you got something to say.
Oh, hush. So everybody thinks that courage is something big, but we have everyday things that we do that require courage or that take courage. And you may not even know that you're doing it, but you are, and you are exhibiting courage throughout the day, just with little small things. And it's the little things that bring you to the big things. Because if you can have courage in this situation, then it's preparing you to have courage in a bigger situation.
So let's talk different times in our lives, like those things that we don't really think about as being courage, right? So let's say you decide that, well, not decide, just you don't agree with something and you take a stand against that. And you might be the only person on that side of the fence of whatever you're taking a stand on. That takes courage, because you don't know what you're about to get from that other side.
I mean, it takes courage to stand alone, period, especially when you're going against a crowd of people.
Absolutely. So even just, you know, sticking up for somebody that everybody else is mad with. Mm-hmm. What? That's courage.
Or being friends with a person that other people are bullying or harassing or whatever. It takes courage to leave the crowd, the pack, because the pack mentality is a thing. It takes courage to leave the pack and go against the grain. That takes courage. So in your everyday being, I mean, if you are Black, you're already courageous because you're living. You get up every day in this world that don't like us. Mm-mm. And you prove every day that you're supposed to be here, and that takes courage. Because there are plenty of people that want to assimilate so that they can be accepted.
Girl, you preaching today.
That's all I got.
All right, Minister Bina.
So we have a few scenarios that will show you like what you're doing throughout your day that takes courage. So do you have what it takes to stand when others can't or won't? If you do, you've exhibited courage. Mm-hmm. Period.
Yeah.
And enough for somebody that takes courage, because you don't have to. They're not talking to you. They're not doing it to you. It's not happening to you. So it takes courage to stand up for somebody that other people won't.
Well, and I think I already said, you know, the next one. So skip the list, okay, and go to the next one.
Do you have the stomach to stand on a platform for a cause that is needed?
Like what?
Like the Anomalous Black Women Podcast. I mean, there are plenty of podcasts for Black women, Black people. I've seen them, but I don't know that they are a safe space, or if they even put themselves out to be a safe space. we have people come on our show all the time and they just say like they feel comfortable out the gate. People that we've never met before.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that's something. I think that means something, that we are welcoming and people can feel our spirit.
I'm welcome, man.
Do you have the faith to stand for your faith despite what others think or say?
Do I have the faith to stand for my faith despite what other people think or say?
So basically, do you have the courage to talk about or to have a religion or to not have one?
I do, just not with my daddy.
Let me tell you something. When I came to my own conclusions about religion and all that other kind of stuff, I had to go and give Jesus to my mama because I knew she wasn't gonna let Jesus go, and she, that's her thing. So if that's her thing, that's her thing. I feel you. I didn't go against the grain with my mama when it came to her Jesus pieces and her cross that she wanted to give me and all that other kind of stuff, but because it came from her and she blessed it. So that's the only time I'll take a cross was from her.
Man, that's a whole nother it's a whole nother podcast. Heck, that's a whole nother podcast platform. Shoot. We can go a whole nother route with that one.
Do you have the drive to be where you say you will be, say what you need to say, and honor people by returning their calls, emails, or texts?
So if I say I'm gonna do it, eventually I'm gonna get around to doing it.
Right. If I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it if I remember. So like if I don't do it, I probably forgot and you just probably need to remind me to do it. But if I say yes, I'm going to do something. Oh no. Yes, I'm going to do something. I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I just got a message that one of the ladies that's on the board with SBF, her father-in-law just passed away. That just took me off. Sorry. Do you have the integrity to confront the enemy with love, knowing the enemy is still the enemy? Baby, this gonna take some right here. Because it takes so much control to try to talk to somebody that don't fucking like you. Like it takes a measure of control that people don't understand, because I have personally helped people, talk to people, knowing good and well that they tried to throw me under the bus, they talk shit about me, they don't like me, whatever.
Cash money.
Yeah, cash money shit. Cash money shit. And I don't know if they know that I know, but I don't act like I know, because whatever they have to say has nothing to do with me. That's their problem. And that's what we got to get to. Like, if a person has a problem with you, that's their problem. It's not your problem. So you act the way you would always act. Don't let them bring you out of your character.
Oddly enough, I just had that same situation with someone. I described them with one adjective, and then they said that they didn't identify with that at all. But I'm not offended. Okay. Thank you for not being offended, because that just shows me that you have a level of emotional intelligence that says, okay, she's entitled to her perception, and that's okay. And and you did not react to that in a way that was saying that I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. It's my perception. And that
my perception is my reality.
Right. And that exchange was just so it was very refreshing. And yeah, so anyway, what's next, girl?
Do you have the strength to protect and serve for the cause of freedom, safety, and liberty?
Oh, been there, done that. Next. Got the t-shirt and the blue card. Roll it.
Okay. My car is brown, but it's all good because I didn't sign stuff. Do you possess the heart to love enough to draw healthy boundaries with people or habits? So I am working on boundaries. That's a courage thing that I'm working on my boundaries.
I'm with you.
Problem.
I'm with you.
Because the next thing is, can you say no when you need to, despite others prompting you to always say yes? That's a part of having boundaries.
Yep.
And that's what I'm working on. No, I cannot do that. I have something else to do. Because if somebody asks me to do something, I automatically want to try to figure out how I can do it for them. And it's overloading me because I already have something else to do. But I'm trying to help somebody else.
Same way.
So you are the same way, and we are working on boundaries.
Yes, we are.
It's hard work. When others turn their backs on you because they are too weak at heart, will you stand, even alone, if need be? We talked about that earlier.
We did.
Yeah, that's courage and bravery right there. Are you willing to take off your mask of inauthenticity and proudly show your scars of imperfection? This the one right here. This the one.
Woo!
This the one. Are you willing to take off your mask of inauthenticity? I like that word. And proudly show your scars of imperfection. Are you?
That's where we at. That's where we at. After you've come past and completed that list and identified those places that you've been courageous in the past.
Right. And it's coming full circle with this question.
It is coming full circle. Now it's time for you to show the real you.
Right.
Despite, in spite, which one is, I'm gonna have to look that up.
In spite of.
All of that. I gotta look it up because I gotta know the difference. I believe you. But in spite of all of that other stuff that you've been through, seen, all that, now are you willing to be your true, authentic self? Show up in all of your authenticity.
Tasha.
Yes.
What do you think is or was the truest test of your courage?
I'll be right back. No. Poor child. I think it was, in reality, what we just talked about. Being able to, speak my truth. Not only to myself, but to begin speaking my truth to other people, my story. And the more I speak my truth, the more of my truth I'm able to share. Period. Right. What about yourself?
I don't know. My truest test of courage. I guess most of the stuff that we talked about, like, my truest test of courage is saying no. And again, that's something that I'm working on. But I have said no, and it feels good to say no. Like, I'm getting used to saying no. I've been practicing on my phone.
Oh. Yes. You know what I find that I'm doing when I say no, whether it's in text or verbally? I make sure that I definitively say no and it is heard as a complete sentence. So it's like I give it an extra long pause after I say no before I continue speaking if I need to say something else.
Right.
So it's like, hey, can you take care of this for me? No. And then if I need to, like, I make sure that it is a definitive no, and that shit does feel good. It does. It does. It's very empowering, and I think the more that you do it, yeah, the easier it becomes.
As a people, we make ourselves too available to other people.
Oh, honey.
And
it ain't so.
Shut up. The availability that we allow other people to have, it invades our space. It invades our. You gotta have some type of boundary, some type of boundary, or else people will just run all over you.
They're gonna suck you dry.
They will. They will suck you dry. And that don't even sound right, but that's what they do.
Dirty, filthy 40-year-old woman. All right.
All right, y'all. The closing quote of the day is, you can do anything if you set your mind to it. Look out for kids. Help them dream and be inspired. We teach calculus in schools, but I believe the most important formula is courage plus dreams equals success. And that's by Marley Matlin.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Makes a lot of sense. Do you use calculus daily?
No.
Oh.
Who uses calculus? I mean, I took it, but I don't use it.
I don't even understand why they still waste time on it.
Right.
Not in high school. It's just not a basic skill.
Mm.
When you could have a totally different course of something that's useful.
Okay, Tasha, this is gonna be a different
I know. Okay, y'all. Good talking to y'all.
We had fun. We had a blast. Thank you for joining us for episode 28, talking about courage, your daily courage. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and our podcast. We are available on all podcast platforms. What else?
We gonna put some TikTok videos together. Bina is.
Okay. Anyway, YouTube.
Oh, website. If you aren't part of the Anomalous Black Women Podcast book club, we are finishing up the first month. It is not too late to jump in where you can. And make sure you go ahead and order your digital version or paperback, hardback copy of the reading journal that accompanies the season's reading book list. And not this month, but next month. Oh, I had a little issue. Not this month, but next month, we will be having our live discussion after the first 2 books read during the book club. So look forward to you all signing up for the book club so you can get the invite, so you can RSVP for the live discussion. I'm done talking.
All right. Thank you, Anomalies. We love y'all. Be safe.